Hello guys, this is Gopi, your how to do friend. In this movie, we are going to discuss about basic data types in C++. If you watch my video first time, so this is the series of competitive programming for absolute beginner. Even I'm a beginner with competitive programming. Um, just started with the HackerRank platform. This is going to be the C++ programming language. I'm going to use C++ programming language from the absolute level. We have covered some around the 4 questions. So this is the fourth question, I think. If you like my video, just go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to hit on the bell icon. You'll get notification of my upcoming videos as well. So this is question is all about the data types available within the C++ programming languages. So if you don't know what does the data type means or something, then let me explain what does data type means. Data types explains that what kind of data you are going to store in a variable. Example, int a, that means that a is a variable which can hold only the integer type value. So apart from that, we do have some other types of data types. We do have primitive data types. So this comes under the primitive data types. Okay, so this percentage d, percentage ld, percentage c, percentage d, those kind of denotation. Okay, percentage d denote integer, percentage ld denotes long. Okay, so that means that these kind of denotations are used in the C language. When you get input from the user, we need to use this kind of denotations in the scanf. Then only you will get the appropriate data from the user. Since we are using C++ programming language, we are not going to explicitly mention what type of data. I mean, this kind of denotations are not going to use. We are going to denote only the type of the data using data types. Let's come down and try to find the task which we are going to achieve in this specific video. So first of all, input format. Input consists of the following: say space separated value. So these are all the type of the primitive data type. They are going to give all the types. So what we need to do is nothing but we need to declare the variable which is of all type, and we need to print based upon this thing. Okay, so that's all. This is very easy. This is very easy and straightforward question. So first of all, go to the editor. It's our time to declare the variables. Okay, so let's find, we have a variable called int which can hold the integer value. We have another variable called long which can hold the long. Okay, so what is the difference between int and long is nothing but int is the 32-bit, long is the 64-bit. So it's nothing but which long can hold more number of data than the integer. Then the third one is nothing but the char. Then since this is the char, I'm going to name it as C. Then we have float, we can call it as CF, and then the last one is nothing but the double. Double is another variable. Okay, so the difference between float and double, both are precision. So double and float, which can vary based upon the precision's value which we can hold in the variable. Okay, so now we need to get the variable value from the user. So a, l, c, f, d. So that's all. Now we need to print all the variable in a separate line. If you just go up, this is the sales space separated input. This is where the variable we need to print this is. Okay. So just go to the code editor, see out, just another, just given space. Sorry, we not need a space, we just need slash n. Slash n means that new line. Okay, so copy paste new line, and again I'm going to paste l, then again new line, then again this one. I suspect that this would be the easiest way to achieve the problem, but if you find we can even improve the code, I'm always welcome comment from you guys. So I will also learn, and I will also let my subscriber know. So L, then C, then F, finally D, and it's time to paste all those things in between. So that's all we have done with the changes. Just click on run code to make this evaluate. Okay, let's completed that, and also hit on the submit button. So let's wait for a while to make the test cases pass. By the way, if you like my video, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. and if you 3 of the test cases are failed. Let's see. After a quite long search in the reference website C++ and ISOCP, so those are the website references I'm using to learn the C++. So what we can do is nothing but this could be, as I suspected, this could be because of the precision value based upon the input. For that we need to use another IO manipuler. Okay, so header file is nothing but we can manually set the precision type. Example, fixed set CISION, set precision to any integer value. I'm not sure what integer value I'm going to use, so for that I'm just going to give some 3. Here we can hold up to F and D. Okay, D stands for double and F stands for float. Here this one is for float. I'm going to copy paste the same line again the next, then here I'm going to tell it as 8. Let's check. So what actually I'm going to do for this two line, right, that is nothing but I'm going to set the precision. Precision is nothing but the number of characters after dot. Okay, so for float I'm going to set it as a 3, and for long I'm going to set it as 8. Let's see. Let's submit the code against the change it. Let's see how the test cases is going to work. All the test cases have failed. That is due to the characters in the set precision. Let's again move back. This is for D. Sorry, that is my mistake. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Sorry about that, and just resubmit the code again. Let's see. I forgot the slash in and then run. Ah, wow, congratulations. At last, finally, we have settled with all the test cases pass. So what is the problem we have made is nothing but the problem is all about the float and double precision value. So the precision value must be within the 3 or 9 it seems. So previously I haven't used the set precision. After the quite long search I found out that the set precision is the method which actually make the dot no, after dot value limit. I found that, and also searched with certain number. This is just the number. I'm just not sure. I'm just learning about it, and if I find anything useful I will share with you guys for sure. So this is what the variable, this hold to the float value, this hold to the double value, slash n and slash n. So someone would have think that how I could exactly find that float and double is the problem actually. Okay, so that's because ALC doesn't have that much work. Okay, so I'm just getting input and just printing, right, that won't create any problem. The test cases are failed, that is because of float and double. I suspect that as based on that I just searched in the internet and found that solution. That's all, and I'm happy that I have solved the problem, and I'm happy to move on to the next program. Thanks guys, stay tuned for another video.